Hello and welcome back to the Orcs. So last time we went into a war which we lost pretty badly, I'd say. It was a very bad war for us. And what we learned is that these guys have just like a higher quality of troops than us, effectively. And I'm just having a look at this. So it looks like they have a lot of men-at-arms. What do we have in terms of men-at-arms? We have these guys, the Orc Rabble. Are these guys just terrible? Is that the secret to Orcs? So they're 2-4-2. That's a pretty bad stat line. Let me give you an example. Actually, can we see levy stats? Yeah, so default levies are 10-10-0, right? So these are just default troops, 10-10-0. These guys, 2-4-2. They're absolutely terrible. Now, just in terms of more context, Pursuit, I believe, is only used after you've won the battle to confirm how many troops you completely wipe out, right? So we can ignore Pursuit. Pursuit stats don't matter. So effectively what we're saying is that they do 5 times as less damage, and they are like about half as tough as well. So these guys are just actual garbage. So are there any men-at-arms that would be good? Let's have a look. Do we have anything better? Mountain Orcs? Mountain Orcs look a little bit better. Okay, Orc Pikemen. Again, a little bit better. Orc Archers? Are Orc versions of things just worse? Yes, essentially. Orc Archers are worse than Bowmen. Wait, they cost the same amount? Why would you ever buy the Orc Archers? Wait, they actually cost the exact same amount. Why? Wait, why would you ever buy them? They don't even counter anything. I'm just looking at this here. Orc Archers don't counter anything. Bowmen also get the terrain bonuses. What? Why would you ever do that? Like, that's just terrible. Okay, are there any of them that are actually better? What's Samakur? Orcish Trackers. Okay. So there were 45. Are they better than the Orc Warriors? Yes. Okay, and are they the same cost? Yes. So why would you get Orc Warriors when you have these ones available, which are the same cost? Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense at all. Why these two are both in the game. Okay, now I understand what was happening to us. We effectively went to war with like half the army size, and they were garbage. Okay. Orc Rabble. You see, I can kind of understand the logic behind Orc Rabble. They're super cheap, so you can buy them quickly, right? And you can raise them up. But when there's an equivalent, which is exactly the same, it doesn't make any sense. So I assume that Samakur are meant to be light footmen, right? So 10, 16, 10, 16. So Samakur have the terrain effects. Okay, so they get some bonuses in different terrain. It could make a difference, right? Compare these guys to the Orc Warriors. Like, it's night and day. There's no comparison. So effectively, what I'm getting at, I mean, look, here's Orc Pikemen. They're also garbage. It's the spoiler. Although, actually, Orc Pikemen are better than all of the other ones, because at least Orc Pike... Actually, no, is that bad in terrain? I suppose, yeah, at least they have different terrain they're good in, right? It's not the exact same terrain they're good in. They're just bad in the terrain that normal pikemen are good in, right? And they have a little bit of screening. I forget what screening is. I think it's the counter to Pursuit. So I think that's the one where when you're retreating, you lose less troops or something. Anyway, so they have a benefit. I mean, it's not a good benefit, necessarily, but it's a benefit. It's not something that you can really use, but there you have it. I wonder whether the terrain is the terrain which is found here. So it does say volcanic plains. So I'd assume that the volcanic plains one is one that all of them have. Yeah, and I'd assume that terrain... this is the only time you're ever going to find me looking for the terrain map mode. Farmlands, hills, drylands. Is this volcanic plains? Yeah, okay. So if you were up here, there's a slight reason to go for that, right? There's a tiny reason. But anywhere else on the map, there's no reason whatsoever to go for those guys. Okay, cool. So now we understand that our men-at-arms are actually terrible. That is good to know. Okay, is there anything else? Siege towers. Are we at least better at sieging? Yeah, okay. So our siege towers are better. Well, that's cool. We've at least got something that no one else has. Okay, so garbage troops. Good to know. So really what we should do is just counter levies and just have these guys as a bonus. They're just there to go and siege something. So effectively we have 680 troops. Now, let me have a look at you. You have a bunch of orc... See, look how much orc rabble these guys have, especially with their allies included. Yeah, okay. So the fact that they have so much orc rabble means if we get some actual men-at-arms, we're actually looking great. Okay, so we've got a path forward. If we can get men-at-arms, we're doing well. Now, we have no money, and that's kind of a problem for us, but, you know, you get the idea about where things are going here. I'm in debt. Thank you for the pop-up there. Right, so now we've talked about our men-at-arms, what I want to do is I want to talk about what we're going to do to advance. And to advance, what I think we're going to do is we're going to have to use our one asset. Our asset is that we're very good at seducing people. Now, how are we going to use that? Well, it's very difficult to use that well in our current situation, but what I think we should do is try and get ourselves some better champions. So, if we have a look here, we have some champions that are good, but we have a lot that are, quite frankly, just terrible. So if we can get better champions, that would be good. Also, if we have anybody who we can potentially seduce, that would be great. Although I don't believe that anyone on our council is seducible. Yes, I don't believe any of them are seducible. It is quite difficult to tell the orc male and female models apart, but hey, whatever. We'll work it out. So, let's find some more wives and we'll see how things go. Now, are there any strong orcs around? No. Are there any quick orcs? No. Are there any orcs with any inheritable traits at all? Yes. Well, I guess we're going to marry Lunbed, the comely orc. Okay, we might get lover's pox, I mean... Oh no, that's us passing it on. Okay. Well, whatever, we'll go with that one. Right, oh, we're not able to arrange more marriages until we actually have that marriage through? Okay, fair enough. Let's see if we can find somebody to seduce in our court, just to make more people like us, and potentially we can get some bastards out of it. You a male orc or a female orc? I'm gonna say male orc. That I believe is correct. Nope, sex female. Okay, never mind. We will seduce you then. Let's see, seduce. Low chance, well, I like those odds. Let's go with that. Right, so, let's get married. There we go. We have now married Lunbed. Let us find another person to marry. So, we are looking... Wait, did we not just... We could marry another orc called Lunbed? There's multiple... I have to just marry the Lunbeds. That's my new play. We only marry people called Lunbed. What's our first wife called? Shagbed. So we have Shagbed and 3 Lunbeds. Perfect. Perfect. That is our new orc life. Right, so you can lawfully imprison Chiefess Lunbed. Wait, you mean the person who literally just arrived in our court? Why would I imprison her? I mean, she is a cannibal, which is, you know, something we could imprison her over, but the problem is she has no money. So all we would imprison her to... Like, all we'd get out of imprisoning her is that we'd get to torture her. Which, I mean, it's fine, we could do that, but, like, it doesn't really give us anything. We don't have a court physician right now. I could probably just put somebody in here, couldn't I? Ooh, what's this one? Defy the Dark Lord? If we're an independent ruler, okay, we can convert to a new religion? Ooh. That's just it? We have to just be an independent ruler? Interesting. Well, we could try that when we get the opportunity to. We could also lash out if I want to lose some stress. I don't think we need to right now, but we could do that. Okay, back in here. So, now we've got all of them. There was something else I was going to do, but I got distracted by the new thing. Nope, can't remember what it was, so we're going to unpause until I remember what I was about to do. Nope, nothing's coming into my mind. A troubadour will soon be performing for the court at Nan Ungol. It would be a simple request to have him change the performance to be a dedication to Asped, the target of my affection. So we can do this, and there's a chance we get a budding interest, or bad impression. I prefer veiled allusions to my desire for her, so that has no negative, or I can forsake it. I'll take -4 for no negative. Yeah, -4% chance for no negative is great. Let's go with that. Hey, they liked it. Nice. So now if we have a look here, 50% chance. That's all we needed to see. Right. A reading. So, celebrations come to an end. Basically, it's the exact same thing, right? Yes. Okay, so, but this one we have to choose what reading's going to be done. So, something pious. Some smoldering chemist. Something about the rise of the Witch King and the fall of Anor. Something entertaining. Or something informative. Well, because she's got 3 virtues, I'm going to say pious. She did like the religion stuff. 70% now. Fantastic. Fight for power. As I spoke with my commanders about old battles, an enraged figure emerged from the shadows and enters my rooms. As he approaches, I recognize Golthimbull. He nails his sword in the ground and screams, "Chief Ragnag, I have come for you. Your rule is coming to an end. I challenge you to a death combat according to the traditions of the Lord of the Dark." Every eye in the room stares at me like daggers. The challenge has been laid down and I must give an answer. So you can say, I accept, but I will choose the weapons. High chance he becomes ill, but there's a chance I become ill. Take this scum out of my sight, or I accept the challenge. Is he better than me? Yeah, I'm going to totally poison him. Does that make it so that we're going to be better? It only lowers his prowess by 4. You know what? We gotta accept this challenge. I accept, but I will choose the weapons. Golthimbull and I stalk around each other, each weighing our options. He couches a fearsome spear, while I grip my own mace tightly. The deadly weapon feels cool and weighty in my grasp. Only one of us is walking away from here today, and I intend it to be me. Did he become ill? He did become ill. Fantastic. Alright, so we already hit him with some negatives, although we apparently got more that doesn't actually appear to be applying to his prowess. Let's not worry about it. So I can do this one. An opening, try my steel, sure. With immense speed, I strike it at a momentary weak point in his guard. It becomes easier for my foe to injure himself. High increased my likelihood of success, medium increased my risk of injury, and I lose stress. And guard, or you can say strength, respect, perseverance, scum. Let's try and be sneaky. Yeah. With all my strength, I surge past Golthimbull's guard and launch a fervent strike with my mace, aiming to crush him. Only the narrowest of margins stops me from claiming bloody victory. Golthimbull is famed for his abilities with a spear, and he reminds me of this with a perfect flowing chain of thrusting jabs, punctuated by the occasional terrifying piercing thrust. My form is good, with only small errors, and Golthimbull's stance is formidable. We're evenly matched, with victory balancing on a knife's edge. Oh no, but that was my best move. So, has happened. He has gained prestige, he got a high likelihood to his, of success, and a low increase to his risk of injury. So I can say, taste the wrath of Melkor. So we give him a high, we have a high one for ourselves for likelihood of success, but a high chance of risk of injury. Better men than you have died trying to break my guard. So low likelihood of success, but it does give me no risk of injury or to the floor with you. So I can kick him in the shins, low chance of success, and low chance of risk of injury. I think I have to say I have to guard. I think my mace is a better protector than any shield, parrying and countering and guarding against Golthimbull's every move. Wherever he moves his spear, my mace is there waiting. Golthimbull counters with a fierce hail of thrusting jabs, almost running me through repeatedly. My form is good with only small errors, and Golthimbull's stance is incredible. My opponent's guard is fierce, and I feel far from victory. Oh no. So he had a high chance, but also an increase to his risk of injury. So I can kick his gut. Apparently, very high chance of my likelihood of success, but also very high chance to increase my risk of injury. I think I have to take that. Yeah, we're not winning right now. A blow from my mace and a cut to gut, and a kick to gut. With a crushing thwack from my mace, I send Golthimbull reeling backwards, then step into the blow and kick him straight in the chest. Golfenbull shifts into a defensive stance, his spear forming a damned near impenetrable wall of perfect parries between me and him. My form is good with only small errors, and Golfenbull's stance is incredible. I have my opponent on the back foot, but I still need to consolidate my victory. We should take this one, the opening. I'm almost certain that's the right one. Because it's high success medium injury. Yeah. So he just did the parry one. Okay. Chief Radnag of Nan Ungul has abandoned his mortal coil at 243 years of age. He was slain by you in a duel. Thought to be immortal, he surprised many with his unexpected passing. Chief Golfenbull ascends to the throne. Having mastered many skills, he's sure to be admired by his subjects. Oh, so you can continue as somebody who isn't of your dynasty when you're playing an orc. Oh, interesting. Interesting. That is a cool mechanic. Continue. The Mantle of Leadership. I have killed Chief Radnag in a fight to the death. All the riches and lands the unworthy cur once hoarded now belong to me. Now his vassals have accepted my leadership and recognized my strength. Let anybody who dares to challenge me remember how I achieved my place over the bloody corpse of his. Let all the land know, a new chief rises, and I'm coming for what belongs to me. I have won the death match. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. There was no danger of me losing. I had it the whole time. There we go. So I gain a bunch of prestige, and I get consecrated orc leader for 10 years, which is prestige, general opinion, and levy size. Fantastic. Oh, and then it gives me my death one for my other character. I surged towards what I thought was a gap, only to find myself striking at empty air. Golfenbull drives on me hard, a never-ending hail of piercing thrusts that beat me down, forced me to the ground in a screaming, broken heap. My vision swims, eyesight receding beneath pain. I can still make out battered goblets of my flesh clinging to Golfenbull's spear. The next blow takes me by the throat, cutting my scream short with bloody mercy. I'm dead. I was killed. Alright. Well, I am now Chief Golfenbull. So who are we? We're greedy, we're wrathful, we're a brilliant strategist, we're a reaver, we're an orc, we're scarred, blade master, ill, well that's my fault, technically, and we are the overseer. Well, that seems pretty good. We have become a proper orc, and all we had to do was die and become somebody completely different. Easy enough. Okay, no player heir. Well, you know, we can fix that problem. Although our wife is 226 years old, so I'm not entirely sure how orc fertility works, but, you know, that's fine. Oh, what do these things do? Yeah, the orc is a huge health boost. Does orc also give you a lifespan boost? Yeah, 200 years. Okay. Well, we need some secondary spouses. Let's have a look. So there should be a strong one around, because, oh, not strong. There should be an inheritable trait one around. Yes, because we just killed the other orc. So that seems like a very good one to marry. Oh, you know what? We could just marry the Lunbeds. Why not? We have multiple Lunbeds in our court. We'll just marry them. As you do. There we go. We have married the Lunbeds. Right. We need to choose a lifestyle. Martial is going to be our lifestyle. Now, we have a much better lifestyle for being an orc. Serve the Crown is great. Controlled territory defender advantage is okay. We might need to use that. Fort level up is also okay. A lot of these are quite nice for us. Levy reinforcement rate. It's going to make it more difficult for people to take our land, I think. But there's nothing really in here that's going to, you know, push things forward to the next level. Absolute control could be nice. Now, absolute control gives us extra bonuses, I believe, when we get 100 control in both of our provinces, which we should be doing because we got 15 control growth there, plus we got an extra 50% control growth here. So if we can get control in both of our provinces, then we'll get absolute control. What's the control level at? It's at absolute. Fantastic. So this gives us 5% more levies and 10% more tax, which is a pretty nice increase. Okay. Because we got the extra reinforcement, we should reinforce up to max soon. Now, did we get to keep our men-at-arms? We did get to keep our men-at-arms, which is good, I suppose, although they're terrible. We also have money, which the previous character didn't have, because of course we don't take his debt. We are continuing to fabricate a claim, which I guess means that we continued some of the council. Yeah, some of the council stayed on. Need a new steward. Why do you hate me? Ambitious, wants a seat on the council. Orcish infighting, is that just orcs hate each other? Yes, okay. Well, I mean, there's not a lot we can do about that. Wait, he gets it twice? Oh. Yeah, because he gets general opinion and vassal opinion. I see, and then he also hates me because I'm an orc. Okay, so yeah, I didn't notice that orcs hate each other so much. You're going to take... Well, I mean, it doesn't even matter if you take this position because, I mean, you're going to hate me either way. You are the best for the job, however, so welcome aboard. Yeah, let's choose a new marshal as well. I guess it's going to be you. I think we were the previous marshal, so, yeah, that would make sense. Right. I do want to choose this because we have 100% control already. I think we should just take either prowess or marshal. I'm going to take prowess right now, which gives us advantage as well. We're probably going to be leading armies, so that makes a lot of sense. We might want to go down gallant for the stalwart leader traits as well. I think that's going to be great for us. Right, we can lawfully imprison you. I don't really need to do that. I don't need to torture anyone anymore. That's one thing we lost from the previous character. Okay. So now we have 1,597 troops. Okay, some of our levies need to reinforce, but our orc rabble will also need to come in at some point. Okay, so new plan. Build up our army, declare a war, go to war. That's our new plan. We don't have a Casus Belli yet, but we will get one of those. Right, well, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.